As kids, we believe that anything is possible. But as we grow older, adults begin to tell us what we can and cannot do. And then that world of possibilities that was once in front of us, it begins to close in. And instead of believing in what if, this beautiful, wide open perspective, we slowly learn to believe in what is. How do we embrace limitations? My journey to art, if you talk about that nice straight path, it was not. The style of art that I absolutely fell in love with was pointillism. But I was spending so much time perfecting dots that it actually began to take a toll on the nerves of my arm, and my hand began to shake. And eventually it degraded to the point where I had trouble holding anything. And this was the straightest line I could draw. And so I dropped out of art school. And then a short time later, I quit doing art completely. So that day when I got home, I put a piece of paper on the wall, grabbed a pencil, and I just started letting my hand shake naturally. And I started making all these scribble pictures, and I realized that I could still make art. It was gonna look different, but there were still possibilities there. Then I also had the idea, I was like, wait, what if I made limitations? What if I intentionally created constraints, and what would come from that? And so I began exploring. And one of the ideas that I came up with was I wanted to see if there was a way that I could paint a picture, but not use a brush. These projects, I kind of had this realization that limitations could actually be a passageway to creativity. And that kind of blew my mind a little bit. Change is constant. So being able to constantly get creative and get flexible with our beliefs, that is where ultimately really profound things happen. And in that process, we can redefine ourselves. So instead of telling each other to seize the day, we should be trying to remind ourselves to seize the limitation. Thank you.